Hey everyone, welcome to Three Rivers Outdoors. Today we're going to dehydrate a zucchini. These are the last two from our garden this year, so we are going to make zucchini noodles out of them that my son and my girlfriend liked. So first I'll let you know these sat around for a while. That's why you can kind of see some of the yellow coloring on it. This one was picked more recently. It's starting to get some spots, but they're still good. These haven't been refrigerated. We literally leave them out, in a basket in the 70-degree weather here in the house. They turn out fine. So what I'm going to start by doing is I'm actually just going to cut the ends off of both of these on each side. I'll set that aside. Looks great on the inside. Everything's still pretty firm. Do the same thing with this one. And set those aside. I actually prefer the skin on the zucchini. That's where all the vegetables are, or all the vitamins are. So these have been washed and scrubbed really good. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this nifty little tool to make noodles. And you literally just drag it down the zucchini. Can't really see, they're separating, but they're kind of sticking together with the skins. This is a great way to peel. I'm going to pull the skins, set the skins aside, and kind of pull those apart later for the best interest of time. Because it's cutting, but it's tough going since these have been sitting out just a little while. So one of the things that you can use these for, which are great, is spaghetti, zucchini spaghetti. You can use them for with a little bit of brown sugar and butter. They taste really good that way as well, much like with a spaghetti squash. Most squash do have that that unique quality where they're kind of firm. They can be used for noodles. One of the things that we buy at the grocery store many times is the spiral vegetable noodles, and we find that the ones that we grow and make in our own garden can be just as good. So for many of you, one of the most popular videos we've had lately was the dehydrated chicken soup in a jar. We were actually going to do that video today, but my son has a sore throat and he's not feeling up to it. And I wanted to do something because I was getting bored. It's fall here in Western Pennsylvania, and we're looking for, certainly looking for something to do because boating season is over. And if you don't know us, you wouldn't know that we are very, very big into the boating community here in Pittsburgh. So that's one of the reasons why you don't see a whole lot in the summer, although we probably should post a couple videos. So what I'm going to do here, just so you can sort of see what I've had going on, I'm going to continue to make these zucchini noodles, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back, and we've got a big bowl full of zucchini shredded up here, and the zucchini themselves weighed about 4 pounds right when the whole zucchini. So this bowl, actually I pre-weighed it. It's going to weigh 14.3 ounces. So we do have about 4 pounds of zucchini inside of the bowl. What we're going to do now is we're going to put it on this parchment paper. I've actually found the best parchment paper is the one at Walmart, just a great value. It's a couple bucks. It's really cheap. We're going to use these 3 trays. Now I know some folks are going to say, well, why the parchment paper doesn't dehydrate as fast in the dehydrator? It's because it keeps it from sticking. These shreds are so thin that when they dehydrate down to virtually nothing. So one of the things that we do is we use the parchment paper. It takes an extra hour or 2 to dehydrate, but we prefer it that way because there's no sticking onto what you can see. These are really small and thin pieces of plastic. So even though they're relatively non-stick, you can spray them with a little bit of oil, I still find it better to use the parchment paper, especially if I'm dehydrating like small things, or even things like strawberries, for example. So again, let's keep in mind our zucchini weighs about 4 pounds, and the bowl weighs 14.3 ounces. So we're going to do a little bit of math at the end, but we're going to show you what we get after we dehydrate. Hey, please pardon the mess. Snowboard behind me, Makita drill in front of me. We've been working, but we got our zucchini here, and I'm going to put this in. So pardon me if I there's not a lot of room in this this particular area of our house. We're going to be building here relatively soon. There's going to be much more room. So let's spread this one out maybe a little bit more. Okay, that'll go ideally on the top shelf. Okay, so we have a LEM dehydrator. Brand is LEM. I've really liked it in the past. I know I've talked about it. This particular dehydrator has a bunch of different settings. I think it's really good. I do like the quality of this. I wish I would have done an unboxing on this thing, because it came in just a tremendous package, and it does a good job. So you do get a door with it, of course. Set the door, and it kind of seals everything off. These trays come with it in case you're doing like a fruit roll-up or something. I always leave these down here. So we'll turn the dehydrator on. We are going to look for vegetables 4 to 10 hours at 130 to 140 degrees. We'll set it at the high end of 140. It's going to say 4 to 10 hours. I'll tell you this, these are going to need at least 6 hours. And start. So we'll check back in. It's about 7 o'clock. Check back in tomorrow on this, or maybe later tonight, depending on... I'll check them in about 4 hours and see. These are really, really cut thin. Last time they were a little thicker. I had them on for about 6 hours. If I can finish the video tonight for you, I will. So we'll check back. Give me a few minutes. I'm going to go clean up the kitchen and see where we stand. Thanks for watching Three Rivers Outdoors. Hey everybody, we're back. And due to the lack of wardrobe change, you can tell it hasn't been till the next day. We'll tell you this though. This came out incredible. Now I didn't show you off camera. I had a huge bowl of this because again, they're shredded. I'll reach out. They're shredded so fine. I had a huge, larger bowl of the fresh zucchini, and this is what I've got as the dry zucchini, and it literally looks like a spider's web. It's really cool. It's really dry, so remember, we started with 4 pounds, so I weighed 2 bowls, but this was my second one to catch what was left. That's why this one's still clean, not in the dishwasher. But we're gonna weigh this. We know this bowl weighs 14.3 ounces, and the zucchini was 4 pounds, so it's it was just over let's see, about 64 ounces worth of fresh zucchini that was already sliced. That's what made the noodles. So we're gonna weigh this. We have 16.65 minus 14.30. So we have effectively 2.3 ounces of dried zucchini. Now, what you can do with this, which is cool, is you can put it in a sealing meal, and it will vacuum it down almost into nothing. You could also put it in a Ziploc bag. You could put it in a closet. You could put it in a glass mason jar, seal it with a lid. This should last a long time, at least a couple of years. Keeping in mind, there's literally no water left in this. I mean, it's dry as a bone. What's holding it together is basically the plant fibers. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna probably put this in a Ziploc bag. It'll get used sometime this fall. Again, I thought it was nice just to kind of give you guys a little bit of a look into what we do with our extra zucchini that we can't eat during the year. So again, quick review. We had 64 ounces of the zucchini. and we ended up getting 2.3 ounces of dehydrated product, which means that legitimately 62 ounces of this is effectively water. This would be great if you were taking it hiking, backpacking, anything like that, long-term food storage. So thanks for watching. Hope that we can get some more videos in now that it's fall. And appreciate everyone who subscribed and made comments recently. We will try to get a couple more in. And if you get a chance, check out my uncle's channel, Donald Porta, P-O-R-T-A. He's easy to find and has some cool stuff from northwestern Pennsylvania. So thanks for tuning in. Rivers Outdoors.